Have you ever gazed up at a majestic castle, its towering presence against the backdrop of a clear blue sky, and wondered, what was life like in the shadow of such grandeur? How did the lives of the common folk intertwine with these magnificent structures that seem so distant from our own modern world? Join me today as we embark on a captivating journey back to the medieval era, where we'll unravel the untold stories of the common people who lived in the shadows of castles. Their tales are a testament to the resilience, resourcefulness, and spirit of humanity in the face of both adversity and opulence. From the cobblestone streets to the rustic cottages, we'll bring medieval life to vivid life, allowing you to experience it through the eyes of those who called it home. Welcome to my channel. Our story begins in the heart of medieval Europe, where mighty castles stood as symbols of power and protection. These imposing structures, with their thick stone walls and deep moats, were more than just defensive fortresses. They were also the homes of nobility, the seat of local governance, and the epicenter of social life. Yet beyond their looming presence lived the common people. Their world was vastly different from the opulence we associate with castles. It was a world of simple thatched cottages, bustling marketplaces, and close-knit communities. Now, let's step into the shoes of an average medieval peasant. We find ourselves in a small village nestled in the valley below a grand castle. The village is a hub of activity. Peasants from neighboring farms have gathered here for the weekly market. The air buzzes with the sounds of bartering, gossip, and the occasional musical interlude. Our peasant, a hard-working family person, is here to trade their goods. Perhaps they have fresh vegetables from their garden, eggs from their chickens, or handmade cloth from their loom. As they navigate the market, they'll engage in friendly banter with neighbors, exchanging news and catching up on local events. But their eyes are also sharp, scanning the crowds for signs of opportunity or potential danger. For in this medieval marketplace, as in life itself, one must always be prepared for the unexpected. Suddenly, a commotion erupts near the castle entrance. Lord of the manor has arrived accompanied by his retinue of knights and squires. The villagers fall silent, some bowing their heads in deference, others stealing glances at the finery of the lord's court. To the peasant family, these lords might seem distant and even intimidating. Their world of fine clothes, jousting tournaments, and royal decrees is a far cry from the simple concerns of plowing fields and gathering crops. And yet the fortunes of these two worlds are inextricably linked. The lord's decisions, both benevolent and autocratic, will directly impact their lives. The peasant's loyalty and labor, often taken for granted, are essential to the prosperity of the lord's domain. This contrast between the lives of the nobility and the peasantry is a recurring theme throughout medieval history. The splendor of castles and courts stands in stark contrast to the hardships and hopes of the common people. As the sun begins its slow descent, casting long shadows across the village, it's time for our peasant family to return home. The day's trading is done, but the necessities of preparing for the evening meal still remain. Fetching water from the well, collecting firewood, and tending to their small vegetable garden are tasks that never cease. The concept of leisure time is almost alien in their world. Each moment seems to be accounted for, yet amidst these duties, life goes on. Laughter echoes from a house where children are playing a simple game. The aroma of baking bread mingles with the scent of wood smoke. The community, forged in the crucible of hard work and shared struggles, finds solace and strength in these everyday moments. Inside their humble cottage, the family gathers around a small table. The evening meal is a simple affair, but the company is warm. The hard-earned food is shared, stories are exchanged, and plans are made for the next day. Life may be tough, but there's comfort in the familiarity of routine and the unwavering support of family. The flickering light of a hearth is their only defense against the encroaching darkness, both literal and metaphorical. For in the absence of modern conveniences, life after sundown is fraught with peril. The dangers of the night are real. Wild animals prowl, and the threat of robbery or violence is ever present. So as the stars begin to glimmer in the night sky, the villagers retreat into their homes, pulling their doors shut against the uncertainties that lie beyond. Yet even in the darkest hours, life finds a way to endure. The medieval world, despite its hardships, was also a place of great beauty and wonder. The changing seasons painted the countryside in vibrant hues, from the lush greens of summer to the fiery reds and golds of autumn. Festivals and religious holidays provided respites from the drudgery of everyday life, offering moments of celebration and merriment. And the simple joys of a well-told story or a lively game of cards warmed the hearts and homes of the common folk. However, the lives of the common people were not without their challenges. Disease and famine were constant companions, and the shadow of war loomed large on the horizon. The Black Death, a devastating plague, swept through Europe, leaving entire villages depopulated and the economy in tatters. Bouts of famine left families struggling to find enough food, testing their resilience and forcing them to make impossible choices. And when war came, it was the common folk who bore the brunt. Their homes destroyed, their fields ravaged, and their loved ones lost. But even in the face of such adversity, the human spirit shone through. Acts of kindness, courage, and compassion were the order of the day. Neighbors helped neighbors, communities rallied together in times of crisis, and individuals found strength in their faith and traditions. The bonds of family and community were unbreakable. In the end, the story of the common people in medieval Europe is a story of resilience and endurance. Despite the hardships they faced, they found ways to persevere. Their ingenuity, resourcefulness, and indomitable spirit allowed them to not just survive, but to thrive in a world that often seemed determined to keep them down. They were the unsung heroes of the medieval era, the backbone of society whose contributions and sacrifices made the grand tapestry of history possible. In exploring their lives, we gain a deeper understanding of the complexities of the medieval world and the enduring strength of the human spirit. Now we invite you to continue this journey through time. Explore more of our videos that bring history to vivid life. Discover more about the medieval world and its impact on our modern lives. Together, let's keep these stories alive and ensure that the voices of the past continue to resonate in the present and inspire future generations. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the lives of common medieval folk, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. By doing so, you'll not only stay connected to our captivating historical journeys, but also help us in reaching more history enthusiasts like yourself. Every like and subscriber brings us closer to our goal of sharing history in new and exciting ways. So let's continue to explore the past together, uncovering stories that shaped our world and the people who lived in it. Thanks for watching.